okay. Hey, Fuslie, if you don't mind, how do your parents feel now that you and your brother are getting closer? My dad called me and said it was like one of the best Father's Day gifts ever. He's just like, yeah, it was really special to see you and your like Nathaniel. And I was like, oh, that's actually really sweet. Yeah. I didn't really think about it from like my dad's perspective that much until he called both my brother, and then he called me right after, and we talked. I think they talked for an hour, and then I talked with my dad for an hour, and then he's just like, it was like an amazing Father's Day present. I was like, oh my God. Because I don't know. Yeah, like my dad always wanted us to get along. Well, like my parents and my extended family, but the more that they pressured us to talk, the less that we wanted to talk. It like always had to come from each other, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, every time I'd go to a family gathering, like one relative of mine minimum would pull me aside and be like, so like, are you guys talking yet? Or like, and I was like, not yet. Like stop. Like it would be like, I would dread them bringing it up because I just didn't feel like we were ready to talk, or like, I don't know. I felt like he wasn't either ready to receive me reaching out to him or him talking to me. Like sometimes I wasn't ready. Sometimes I was just like, I would resent him for like not wanting to talk to me. And then I'm like, well, now that he's more ready, I'm not, and like we would just back and forth, like kind of just, but there was just a period of like 10 years, probably from 20 to 30 for me, where we both were like talking to our parents or relatives, and we both expressed that we were ready to speak, but didn't know how to initiate it. And so like my mom would be like, okay, Nathaniel's going to sit down at dinner and you're going to say, hi, Nathaniel. And I was like, okay, that's so awkward. And then she'd be like, Nathaniel, Leslie's going to be there and you're going to say hi back. And we would do that. And it was so awkward. Like we'd sit at dinner. I'd be like, hi, Nathaniel. And he's like, hey. And then we would stop talking. And it was like, and my mom's like, yay. I'm like, that's just not how this is gonna happen. Like, this is not gonna work, okay? And like, it was so awkward. I don't know how, but like, I think there's a mix of just, we're both a little like, I don't know, the pressure to get along, the from all sides, it felt so, I just felt pressured. I didn't want to I wanted it to be organic. Why that much distance when you lived in the same house? I think there's just a lot of factors. I think one of the bigger ones is like probably like favoritism towards me, that probably like, when you're an only child and then like a new kid comes in and then like, I'm thinking there's something there. It's complicated. It's complicated. And then obviously I think I didn't notice that or wasn't aware of that because that was always the relationship. So I was just kind of like, yeah. I don't know. I think, and also I did come around and I was like, as a kid, my brother was definitely more off. Like he was kind of like more to himself. Family gatherings, I would go up to everyone and be like, hi, run around, give everyone a hug, super outgoing as a child. Like, I don't know. I think that probably like makes you feel a type of way and then you start to resent. It was just a lot. So yeah, it's not that everyone in my family, they wanted us to get along. It was always, and we probably like got along for the first 2 years of my life when I was like a little potato, because there was photos of my brother on a slide with me and some just like me, like us together, probably before I could speak. And I think a big part of it was I was just objectively very annoying. I remember he was just like, she's so annoying. I was a really annoying kid. And so like on top of being like this new thing, I'm really annoying. I just remember being like, that is one thing about me I know. I'm annoying. Because of how many times he was like, she's so annoying. I was like, okay, that's me. I mean, yes, I was probably really annoying. I was like, I don't know. I would just say whatever I wanted, run around. Was is crazy. I'm not annoying these days. No, Leslie, you're not annoying. Having an annoying sister can relate. Oof. Okay. But I've changed. I'm not annoying anymore. Were you a kid though? Yes, I was. Exactly. But now I'm grown. I'm aware, and now we get along because we know how to communicate. Anyways, there's just like such a long time coming, which is, you know, what's the age gap? 7 years. Wait, 6 years. He's May of 87. I'm 92. What is that?